Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play, episode 61 of season 2. So I'm back at the village, and first off I want to clear up a few things I actually got wrong last episode. So I talked a little bit about reputation, and I said it reset every time you exit the game, but it turns out it does not, because I currently have a reputation of 3 and it was at 2 when I logged in, just as it was when I left you last episode. But it does reset on something, because I have traded a lot more with them than to have only a reputation of 3, and I do not believe I have ever harmed any villager, so it does reset occasionally. It might be connected to updating versions or mod versions or something, I don't know. Just be aware that it can happen. And also it only updates when you use the last trade available to villagers. So if I do that, it should be bumped up to 4. There it goes. Though if I use one of the middle trades here to get rid of some chicken, it's not going to do anything. So you need to keep making new trades to actually increase your reputation. So that should bump it up to 5 again. Hey, I'm not done with you. Oh my. But this should do nothing. It stays at 5. So yeah, just wanted to clear that thing about reputation there. I don't want to, feed you information that isn't accurate. And what else? Well, I want to build... I kind of feel that I want to protect my village a bit more, so I'm going to build some kind of fortification around the village. And for that I'm going to need lots of stone or stone brick. That's what I want to use. So I thought it would be a good idea to not only obviously automate the production of stone bricks, but also to set up something for that, so that I have access to it close to where I want to build, not just back at my workshop. So that's what I'll work on today. I'm going to prepare a bit as usual, and I'll be back in the morning. So for now, good night. Okay, so here we are back at the workshop, or more specifically in the automation room. And yeah, I just got to apologize for the lag that's going on here. I know I've talked about it before, but it's really annoying. Don't know what's causing it. I'm really hoping that once I update to 1.6 and all new versions of the mods, it's gonna go away. I know there are some serious performance increases in some of the latest updates, so yeah. Then again, I don't know what's causing it. It's highly localized to this area. You can see it, well, you can't see it, but I can tell you it's going up. So I'm like, here I'm at least at 30, which is still pretty low of an FPS, but if I go over here, it's down to 17-ish. Oh well, let's get on with this. So I want to automate production of stone bricks, among other things. And to do that, first I need, of course, to create some smooth stone. And so I have a powered furnace. Let's just see, we got that. So we can place the furnace here on top of this interface. And we need a little bit of ME cabling. Forgot that. Thank you. I don't need those anymore. to hook up this interface like that, and power furnace goes here, should be getting power, excellent. So let's see, we want the bottom side to be, I believe it's this one we want to use. Maybe not. So blue. And then we want to, let's see, maybe we should import from the top. Yeah, that'll work. So we need to bring up this cable like so and have our import bus there, and top side output, and give it a hit with the wrench to make him point the right way. And now it should just be a matter of inserting the right things into this interface. So if I get some stone, actually I do have quite a bit of stone, so, but it's always good to have some automation going, why not? So let's encode that, but that's not what I wanted to do, was it? No, not quite yet. We want some cobblestone, of course. Cobblestone gives us smooth stone, that's what I wanted to say. So that goes into our interface here, like so. And yeah, that should be everything. Of course I need to tidy it up a bit, but that's for later. And in here we put the recipe for the actual bricks. Yes. And now the problem is I have a lot of this stuff. So if I want to test this I need to remove all of this first. I wonder though where all that stone is stored. That is a good question. I guess I can just remove a bunch and see, yeah, we still have it, so it was not those. Then it's in one of those. No more stone. Yeah, it's craftable now, so let's try that out. Give me 10 of those. And the furnace is going. But it is not importing, so what's wrong with you? Are you not connected? Yes, you are. Always active. Let's see. That's better. So that gray side is what you use to allow other things access to the inventory. But all of that is quite different in the newer versions of Applied Energistics, so don't put too much attention to that detail. Anyway, that seems to be working just nice. And of course any other things that we can do in a furnace I can just add into this interface. So it's a really nice system. And while I'm here I probably want to add recipes for like stairs and half slabs of this material as well. But I'll do that off camera. So next we want to route some ME cabling from this network back into the village somewhere. And we wanted to do that anyway to hook up the cow farm that I did about a while back, to get all that leather back into the network. So I'm going to use that tunnel I dug out then and route some cable. So I'll be back in a little while with some cable and we'll see what we want to do. And here we are at the cow station. I tidied up a bit there with the door to hide things behind here. And all the way back there is the workshop, and I routed this ME cable. So here's the collection of stuff, and let's just put a import bus like so. And like that. And things are going away into our network. Excellent. And yes, I routed another wire in this direction, and it comes up right about in this ugly house over here that I didn't know what to do with. So this will be my storage area, kind of. So the ME cable comes up here, and I should have brought an export bus, which I didn't. I'll go get that and I'll be right back. I have gathered a few more components here, and while doing that I realized there's another explanation for the huge amount of villagers that I have compared to how many doors it thinks I should have. Well, actually I don't have that many, but it's anyway. So a village this large obviously covers a lot of chunks, and I suppose as you move around and away from the village, some of those chunks are going to get unloaded. And depending on where your villagers are and where the doors are and stuff like that, I suspect the door counting mechanics can be a little wonky. So if a lot of villagers are back in a chunk that suddenly gets unloaded, but most of the doors are still in another chunk, I suppose the remaining villagers will probably start breeding new villagers. Now, I haven't tried this, so I don't really know. It might be that the game actually keeps track of villagers in unloaded chunks, but I kind of doubt it. So, yeah. That might be another explanation for weird villager behavior from time to time. Anyway, let's see. I decided to get an access terminal as well here. That's might as well. Can I... yeah, I don't really care about communicating. I just want to turn you the other way around. That's more like it. Actually, let's try it this way. No, still want to be... oh well, whatever. So, remove this piece of dirt, put in some cabling and our export bus. So I do have this access terminal, so why do I want an export bus under this chest here? Well, that is because I want to say, give me some stone bricks. Where did all my stone bricks go? Oh well. I want to set this one up to export stone bricks. And export bus, stone bricks always on. So what's the problem here? The idea anyway is to have a chest that's always full, and then I can use the builder's backpack from forestry and just right click it on the chest to refill it anytime I need. so I don't need to go into this interface and start fiddling around and pulling out a stack at a time. But why don't you want to behave? Might be that it doesn't craft new stuff for me. If I put those in there, will they show up here? Yes, they do. Okay, that's a problem. So, okay. I do know that in later versions of Applied Logistics that is kind of fixed. You can actually tell the export bus if you want it to craft items as well, or not. So that didn't work out very well. Well, I can always just tell it to craft a bunch, and it will show up in this chest. Oh well, it was a good idea, and as I said, in later versions it will be possible. Let's just clean this up here. So yeah, there's a lot of changes in Applied Logistics. The various versions of the export as well as import buses that has more or less advanced functionalities. So there's going to be a lot of work to convert this world once I got all the mods for 1.6. Anyway, now I got access to building material pretty close to, or right in the village actually, so that's good. And now that we have an ME cable running around to our cow farm, we could also set up an export bus to automatically insert wheat into this feed station. That's for another episode. Actually, I kind of need to see how long this episode has been so far, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're pretty close to wrapping up time, but let's just do a little more before we go. So I want to build this builder's backpack from forestry. That's going to help me a lot when I'm building things. So let's see what we need. We need some clay, shouldn't be a problem. We need some string, some wool, any color, what do I have the most of? I suppose white. And last but not least, a chest. Like that. So chest, clay, wool, string, builder's backpack. So if I put this guy into pickup mode and just right click this chest, I should have a chest full of bricks. Awesome. And let's craft up a new bunch. It's gonna be needed sooner or later. And I was expecting to see some dropping cobblestone there to smelt what is needed. And I don't know how the interface handles overflow. I think they are pretty smart about it and just like don't insert more than it's possible in the furnace, but oh well, more on that later. For now though, let's put this guy into resupply mode, and it should always keep a stack ready. And the sun is about to set. Anyway, so I want to build kind of a wall structure thingy around the village. Not entirely sure where I want to build it, how far it's going to go and so on, but somewhere around here. I don't expect I will be expanding much in this direction anyway. You know, it's a desert. Who wants to live in a desert? Well, I'm sure there are some people, but not these guys. They are the grass plains kind of folks. They don't like it here. It's too dry. So I'm gonna start around here somewhere and build something. But for now it's time to wrap up this episode, so I'll be back next episode and you will see what I have started. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you want to come back and see me again. Until next time, bye bye!